Good afternoon, everyone. My voice is clear now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, ma. Just 1 minute. Today we are going to discussing about the foreign capital and collaborations. So here up to sixth unit, what we discussed, just one recollect the uh, what we discussed earlier sessions. So earlier we discussed about the basic what is business and what is the finance, basic introduction of definitions of the business finance, and also uh, functions in the business finance, that is finance function and financial planning, nature and scope. Then after fourth unit is capitalization. Coming to the next, financial markets. Financial markets we categorized into two types. One is capital market, second one is money market. Up to this capital markets and money markets, we cleared earlier sessions. So now we discuss about the foreign capital and collaborations. Let's see the book number 99, book page number 99. So foreign capital is nothing but uh, any country, they need some foreign capital, foreign currency for running uh, for the doing the business one country to another country. They need foreign currency. So and also all countries are not developing countries, are developed countries. So like India is a developing country. So like India has lack of knowledge and more populated country and less capital. So this these things, like in developing countries, they need some capital and they need some knowledge, and also they need natural resources also. So this we have sufficient population, but we don't have much capital and technicality, and also some for developing purpose we did not require, we have less capital. So foreign capital any country foreign capital is plays an important role in a developing economies, which are the general capital. So scarce of economics, the development process which is required investment and infrastructure projects and long-term capital for the growth of industrial sectors required heavy heavy doses of investments. Foreign capital plays a very important role in supplementing the domestic capital investment and leading the country in the growth path. So here, any country, they need some capital. So that is depending upon the country development, and based on the country's domestic productivity, all those factors it is involved for the development purpose. So like India, we are developing nation, so developing country. So for infrastructure's development purpose and establishment of new companies purpose, India needs some capital. This is India needs some capital, and also some India needs some foreign currency also. So for this up to the 1990s, uh, India does not have any sufficient foreign currency. After after the 90s uh, liberalization process, liberalization and globalization, privatization, LPG concept, we take the investments from the we are accepting the investments from the foreign countries and foreign investors. So then after we liberalized our industrial policies, and we are accepting the investments from different countries and different nations s- for the development of our country. And During the post-global financial crisis, India capital markets have exhibited the remarkable resilience and performed well among the uh, developing economies. The initiation of the union government, supported by the regulatory authority, SEBI and RBI, monetary policy and administrators have created the congenial investment environment in India. So, keeping significant role of foreign capital in view, in this unit present the meaning and these are all, meaning and also importance of the foreign capital, factors affect the flow of foreign capital, forbidden territories for the foreign investments, foreign capital investment routes, and foreign firms and foreign capital. So this is the definition of the foreign capital. Any investment, any investment that is made in India whose source of funding is from outside the country is considered as a foreign investment. So, for example, foreign nations, non-resident Indians, and okay, for foreign nations, non-resident Indians, and foreign corporates, they are investing some money in our country. Okay, any investment that is made in India whose source of funding is from outside India, so that we call as foreign investment. So this is the definition regarding to the foreign capital. Then after then why we need the foreign capital? Why we need the foreign capital? Why we need the foreign money, foreign currency? Why we need means because of these are all the factors we need the foreign currency or foreign capital. First one is inadequate domestic capital. We have less domestic capital, so then we need some financial support from the countries or World Bank or like foreign institutional investors are non-resident Indians. So, I here in India, domestic savings are very less compared to developing countries. We are in developing country stage. So highly inadequate meet the requirements of the economic development. Foreign aid can help the bridge gap between the rate of domestic savings and required rate of investments. So we don't have sufficient funds to investment and develop the economy. So we need some money because of less savings and because of less savings in our country. So we need more investment to establish the new companies and to f- provide the facilities to the particular local facilities to the particular location people. We need transportation, electricity, water facilities, and so likewise we need huge capital for this all are basic basic infrastructure purpose. So because of less savings, we invest in less in investments. So that's the reason we need the foreign capital. Then also second one is technology gap. Technology gap means technical knowledge and specialized capital equipment is necessary for rapid industrial development of the country. Various forms of foreign capital, such as foreign collaborations and foreign joint ventures, can contribute to the supply of required technology and specialized skills. So earlier, everyone know about the Maruti Suzuki, maybe Maruti Suzuki cars. We have Maruti Suzuki cars. Maruti is an Indian-based company. Suzuki is a, South Korean foreign country company. So we don't have that much of technology in particular painting of particular car paintings and also in engine engine and also some technical technology. We don't have we have less technology. So that is the reason that particular Maruti company collaborate with the foreign company, that is Suzuki. So we both come together and like giant venture, then they are established, and they, because of the technology, they improved the vehicle market. So this technology also important for develop the country. And uh, and also third one is support to the balance of payment. Balance of payment means, apart from capital investment, economic development process requires huge imports of the capital goods, technical know and raw materials. This imports leads to heavy foreign exchange commitments, leading to adverse balance of payments payment situations. So support to the balance of payments. So if you are doing, if our country is doing business with USA, China, or other foreign nations, they accept the funds like US dollars. Okay, so for that particular purpose, they didn't take the our rupee like a medium between the exchange of the goods. So they consider universally recognized currency, that is gold or any dollars or euros. Like they will accept that type of money only, not rupee, for exchange of the raw materials, technical know-how, and import of the goods, capital goods. So that purpose, for particular India, our country need more balance of more foreign currency. So because of the foreign investments, they invest in our country through that particular nation's currency. Then automatically our our balance of payments, our FTAs and FIRs also increase. Then after we smoothly repayment the when we purchase the capital goods or raw material from the foreign currencies. This is we call as supporting to the balance of payments. Fourth one is to maintain the production level. Adequate supply of essential raw materials, semi-manufactured goods, machines, tools, and equipments are essential to maintain the optimum production levels in a country. So foreign capital helps in financing the import of the requirement, and thereby help the maintain the optimum production level. To maintain the optimum production level, so foreign investments, through the foreign investments, we maintain the sufficient raw materials and working progress goods and semi-manufacturing goods. We purchase from the different countries, and we pay the money through foreign currency. So then likewise, to maintain the optimum level of production level, so this foreign currency is important. Then fifth one is development of basic infrastructure. So development of basic infrastructure purpose, we have less savings. So that's the reason we don't do less, we don't have much more amount to invest in a railways, roads, and canals, airports, and also power projects. So because of the less savings, we don't have a sufficient funds to invest in a this in infrastructure, basic infrastructures. So this infrastructure needs huge capital. So because of the FDIs or FIIs, that amount coming to India, then we automatically build a roads and then after canals, airports, to break the vicious circle of poverty. So foreign capital is used to break the vicious circle of poverty and market imperfections. The use of foreign resources will provide for a increase of the productivity fast enough to outrun the population growth, and also to launch the quick process of development. Because of the foreign investments, because of the foreign investments, we produce the products very fastly, and also because based on that thing, that demand and supply also increased. the price movement also increased and exchange the money one person to another person. Likewise, uh, development is growth is very smoothly and very fastly because of this particular foreign investments. Rapid rate of capital formation. Seventh one is rapid rate of capital formation. And underdevelopment countries are characterized to have low rate of capital formation, but with the aid of foreign capital, the rate of domestic capital formation can be speed up. When the foreign capital is put in a productive use, it will leads to more employment, more income, more savings, more investments. So, because of the in foreign countries, their uh, bank rate or investment return rate is very low. Because of that thing, the foreign countries, the foreign industries or foreign outside in Indians, they want to invest in higher return and more developed developing nations. Then they will get the more returns uh, because of these investments. Eighth one is to support the proper use of national resources, natural resources, and risky projects. So, huge some projects required huge amount, huge capital. So, through private organization, they cannot build or they cannot construct this lengthy projects and huge capital projects. So, that required a huge amount of capital. Because of this foreign investments, that use our higher capital investments, we can build and we can construct, and also we develop the develop the our country in smooth in faster way. Helps in combating inflation. So underdeveloped countries generally suffers from inflationary pressures during the initial stage of development. During the initial stage of development, we have this so much of with investments from the foreign countries. Then that investments, that amount is if we cannot invest in proper way, then that one minute. Okay, then that way the inflation rate is also increased. We If we invest in proper way, we cannot invest in a proper way, then that leads to inflationary conditions. And also to increase the productivity, income, and employment. Because of the foreign investments, institutional investors, that using that capital, we build a companies and industries. Likewise, we provide the employment facilities to the uh, general public. Because of that thing, their income levels will be increased, and also the savings also increase. Likewise, the development processes continue because of this particular foreign investments. Second one is factors affecting the flow of foreign capital. So, which factors are affecting more mainly? One foreign countries or one foreign country or one foreign institutional investors are outside Indian. What they think to invest in India? That is main thing is expected rate of interest. Expected rate of interest. That is the expected rate of compared to already developed nations to developing nations. Likewise, in USA, uh, in fixed investments, maybe they will get around 4% or 5% in every year. But compared to that country in India, for fixed investments or fixed deposits, nearly Indian government or RBI, they are giving around 8% or 7% based on the tenure, based on the investment period. So compared to developed nations, India is giving more, or developing nations are giving more rate of interest. That's the reason foreign countries, they are showing interest to investment in developing nations. like India or Bangladesh, like in more developing nations, they are investing in the purpose of they are getting more rate of interest with low yielding rate countries. Second one is marginal efficiency of the capital. Marginal efficiency of the capital means for investing abroad entrepreneurs may compare the marginal efficiency of the capital against the rate of interest between the different countries and different areas of investment. This is the country which has higher marginal efficiency of the capital will attract more inflow of the capital. So marginal efficiency means nothing but if any even foreign countries are FII also, they consider the marginal efficiency with country which country is giving more performing more effectively, more efficiently, then that country will definitely get the more more foreign funds, if more FDIs or FIIs, because of they are giving more rate of interest or more rate of return. So likewise, that marginal efficiency, based on the marginal efficiency, foreign institutional investors or FDIs, they because of the marginal efficiency, that particular country, they attract the foreign foreign investments. Then political stability, because this is also very main important factor to affect the flow of foreign capital. That is political stability. Uh, Before Modi government, BJP government, earlier Congress government, two terms they elected, and they uh, take they are they are getting the more foreign funds. So because of this stability, around 10 years they are stable government. Then after the BJP government also perform last two terms, the the government is very stable. Because of that political stability also, foreign institutional investors or foreign FDIs, they more interest, they are showing more interest to investment in that particular political stability countries. Okay. Then after fourth one is government policy. Based on the This is also main one of the main important factor to get the more foreign capital, that is government policy. The what is the main government policy? That is, if the government adopt the encouraging and investors friendly foreign capital policy and encourage the inflow of the foreign capital. So particular government is main policy to encourage the invest foreign investors to invest. They are taking care of particular investments, and they are considered they are uh, very good, likewise they, based on the government policy also, the foreign capital uh, inflow will be increased. And economic climate means it is a country development of the infrastructure, growth of the financial institutions, availability of trained skilled labor and other productive production facilities will play a significant role attract the inflow of the foreign capital. So based on the skilled labor and also natural based on the natural resources, and also production based on the skillful production facilities, this main factors also increase the foreign capital. Sixth one is exchange rate of stability. Exchange rate stability now. 1 minute. So based on stable rate of exchange rate of stability. Stability in exchange rates indicate the economic stability, and less risk foreign capital trends to flow into a countries with have stable currencies and less exchange rate of fluctuations, which protects the capital investments and also stability in returns on investments. Based on this exchange rate stability, now Indian in US dollar they are trading around 82.96 paise for $1 we are paying 82 rupees 96 paise, and also euro 89.79 paise uh, in Indian term, and likewise stable exchange rate also leads to increase the foreign investments, and also business conditions. Stable business conditions indicates the less risky and attract more foreign investments. Long-term investments look for stability and growth. So long-term, because of long-term investments, stay, 1 minute. Based on the stable business conditions, stable business growth, stable growth. So likewise, also they are foreign investors. They are showing interest to investment in developing nations and credit rating of the country. Based on the credit rating, which country is more high credit rating, that country get more foreign capital, innovative financial products. So, an existence of various financial products with varied risk return profiles attracts the more capital, as well developed financial system with a variety of institutional and instruments offering different types of equity debt instruments and added attraction for the flow of foreign investments. So innovative products, based on the different innovative products, innovative things, they that companies also get the more investments. So these are all the main factors to uh, influence the foreign capital. Forbidden territories for the foreign investments. Uh, unrestricted unrestricted entry of foreign capital into the strategic sectors of the economy is not advisable, as it may be lead to expose of the foreign strategic information, which may be harm the sovereignty of the country. So some main areas are many areas they will any country they will not accept the investments from the foreign countries or foreign institutional investors because of the issue of getting the more money from the foreign countries. We lose our control, or we are losing our controlling monetary controlling power because of the more acceptance of capital from the strategic industries. So likewise, India also India also restricted to some areas to take the foreign capital, that is the lottery business, gambling business, chit fund and nidis, real estate business, manufacturing of Sears, and atomic energy, railway transport, mining, and and retail trading. Now, these are all the restricted to invest in a foreign investor. They don't have any access to invest in this particular investments. Particular. So these are all the this is the two routes to foreign capital investment routes, that is automatic route and approval route. Automatic route means it is a less restricted, more reliable entry, not required to take any period approval from the government. So through for we are at present in India, we are considering we are accept the investment through two routes. One is automatic route and second one is approval route. In automatic route, uh, here in automatic route we have less restrictions and we are giving more liberalized to entry, and also not required to take any prior approval to the to prior approval from an government in the government, but the intimation to the RBI within the after taking the money from the foreign institutional investors, but we are intimate to the RBI within 30 days. Then second one is approval route. It should be obtained prior approval from the government of India. So after 2017, Union Cabinet approved the winding up of 25 years old Foreign Investment Protection Board in place. It has been vetted into FDIs, that is FDI proposals requiring government approvals in take place. Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion Board, they are established, will direct the FDI's proposals to concerned federal ministry department, and this Department of Industrial Policy Promotion will realize and set up the standard operating procedures for ministries which are now giving the task of approving FDI request. So for automatic route, there is no restrictions to investment, but for the approval route, based on the Department of Industrial Policy Promotion Board, and they are restricted some areas. So this is the two routes to uh, getting the foreign capital. Then after, forms of foreign capital investments. So now farm in how many ways are we are getting the foreign capital? One is FDI and second one is FPIs. So FDI is nothing but foreign direct investments, and FPI is foreign portfolio investments. So FDI is getting some control regarding in particular company. For FPIs, there is no control in particular company. For example, if we are taking any if we are, for example, we are taking the Reliance Industries. For Reliance Industries, they are taking they are investing some foreign countries in through FPIs, not in a FDIs. FDI means the actual ownership will be transferred to the some percentage ownership transferred to the particular other countries companies. But in FPI, we don't transfer any ownership, but they have some control in particular organization or a particular company. FTIs is nothing but when foreign company invests in India directly by setting up the wholly or owned subsidiary or joint venture, conduct their business in India. FTI is nothing but when any foreign company invests in India directly by setting up a wholly or owned subsidiary or joint venture to conduct their business in India. So FDIs means nothing but any company, they are their main head office situation located in foreign, but they want to start a business in India also. Then in what way they will have a choice to come means they can come by way of FDIs. The second one is FPIs. FPI means incorporated outside India, which proposes to make investment in India. So FPIs is nothing but this whole are wholly situated into outside India, but some investments are made in in India in Indian companies. So this is the basic difference between the FDIs and FPIs. That is, FDI is some control over the company through FDI investments, some control in particular company they have some control for through FIS or FPIs. They does not give any control over the management of the company. For coming to this FDIs cannot enter and exit easily through FDI. Through FDI process, any foreign company they in simple way they will not come and they will not exist in easily. They have some restrictions, they have some uh, uh, pre-filled limits. Coming to the FPIs, enter the stock market easily and also exit from the anytime. Like if we are investing in stock market, anytime we can in time limit, anytime we can purchase the shares and we can exit the anytime. Okay. FPI's investments are specific. They are investing in specific enterprise. Coming to the FPIs, it increase the capital availability based on the um, fund managers. They have huge amount of capital, so they want to invest in some amount in some foreign companies. Then they will get they are investing good companies, then they will get the more returns. Likewise, they are that particular fund manager, they are investing in some foreign companies. Coming to the FDIs, it considered more stable investments for medium and long term. So the through FDIs, they will they will hold this capital some 3 years, 3 years or more than 3 years, 5 years or more than 5 years. Some time period they hold that particular capital. Coming to the FPIs, the investment period is uncertain. They are invest today, they will exit tomorrow. So they have a free exit and free entry choice. This is the main difference between the FDIs and FIIs. So in what way FDIs are FIIs coming to Indian companies? ADRs, GDRs, like ADRs, GDRs are commonly used by the Indian companies to raise the funds from foreign capital market. ADRs are nothing but American depository receipts, and GDRs are nothing but global depository receipts. So Indian companies they raise the funds from foreign capital markets. In what way they are raised means they can raise the funds from through ADRs and GDRs. ADRs are nothing but American depository receipts. GDRs are nothing but global depository receipt. So if Indian companies raise the funds from America, so they rise through ADRs. Other than the America, Indian company they raise the funds. Other than the America, they issue the GDRs. So ADRs is a negotiable certificate issued by the US bank representing a specified number of shares of a foreign company which can be traded on US stock exchange. So అక్కడ in US stock exchange in Nasdaq or like in US stock exchange, if in Indian company they trade in foreign stock exchange, they raise the funds from in American stock exchange, then for that particular purpose, US bank representing the specific number of shares of a foreign company, like our Indian company shares they trade in US stock exchange, they purchase that particular shares, and it is also showed in American dollar value. That particular Indian share, but Indian company share value, it is showed in particular US dollar in US dollar. So based on that, but US bank they are giving some permission to trade the shares in foreign or in American stock exchange. Then we call as American depository receipts. Coming to the GDRs, GDRs is a bank certificate which enables the trading in shares of foreign countries. GDRs is issued in European markets and traded in global markets other than the American markets. So then other than the American markets, this other than the American markets, trade in the stock markets, Indian companies trade the stocks other than the US, then we call as GDRs. Coming to the IDRs, IDR is nothing but Indian Depository Receipt. A foreign company deposits its shares in an Indian depository, and its shares are listed and traded in a Indian stock market, Indian rupees in terms. So at present, only one bank shares are traded in Indian Stock Exchange or NSE or BSE, that is Standard Chartered Bank. So that bank shares are only issued in particular Indian Stock Exchange. So likewise, that particular Standard Chartered Bank, they raise the funds through in the Indian investors. Likewise, Indian companies they are raise the funds funds from America. They are issued ADRs, and other than the America, that particular Indian company they issue the GDRs. So this is the main difference between the ADRs, GDRs, and IDRs. Then after external debt and ECB and FCB, external commercial borrowing. ECB means external commercial borrowings. It is a loan available by Indian entity for a non-resident lender. So external commercial borrowing means nothing but any Indian company or Indian entity from they are taking the loan from the non-resident lender. Okay, then we call as external commercial banks, external commercial borrowing. Then after foreign currency convertible bonds. So foreign currency convertible bonds is nothing but it is a special type of bond with the fixed rate of interest rate, term option to convert into the equity shares at a predetermined price. So foreign currency convertible bonds nothing but it is a special type of bond, and in this particular bond certificate we mention the how much how much rate of interest, and also in what how much time period we are converting into the equity shares into we are converting this particular bond into equity share. This details we mentioned that particular certificate. This certificate we call as foreign currency convertible bonds. Then after foreign currency convertible bonds, it's all foreign collaborations. Foreign collaborations is arrangement to carry on the agreed task collectively with the participation of the resident and non-resident entities, such as arrangements in is called as alliance between the domestic native and foreign non-native entities like individuals, firms, companies, organizations, and governments. These parties comes together, work some tasks or projects under the collaboration agreements. So this foreign collaboration is nothing but if any company or Indian resident company or foreign company, they collaborate for the specific purpose. Based on that particular specific purpose, if that particular specific purpose is completed, the task is completed, this collaboration also wind up. So for the sake of mutual benefit, they collaborate. Indian origin companies and foreign companies that collaborate for the specific purpose. Then after completion of that particular task or particular thing, then after the collaboration will be lapse. So last one is Indian foreign capital policy. Indian foreign capital after the liberalization era, after the 1990s, it had always been subject to predict the internal relaxation of the sectoral caps and other erasing measures. However, after years of gradual mode, the current decades has seen more domestic shifts in the liberalization process in respect to the FDIs. So after the 1990s, we open up the our all imported sectors to invest in a foreign currencies or foreign countries. So now we are taking the one FDI policy. We are prepared one FDI, we are following the FDI policy of 2017. So the main key features of this particular Indian foreign capital policy, that is abolition of the Foreign Investment Promotion Board. Then after introduction of the competent authorities empowered to grant approval for FDIs, introduction of the standard operating procedures for processing of the FDI proposals. Construction with the DIPP has been made need-based, leading to more streamlining the procedures and expenditures approvals. So if any foreign company they are showing interest to invest in Indian companies or in India, so we are giving some benefits or we are giving some smooth process to invest in India. So this is discussed in this particular Indian foreign capital policy. So likewise, so any country they need for their development purpose, for they are improving the monetary or they are improving the investments or they are for developing purpose, foreign capital is more important. So uh, based on the government policies, government stability, based on the performance of particular nation's companies performance, the foreign investments or foreign investors, they are show more interest to invest in particular high rated, high credit rating countries. They choose and they will invest. So up to this, we completed this chapter 7 chapter. Coming to the financing decisions, that is chapter 8, unit 8, that is cost of capital. The cost of capital is nothing but, according to Hampton John Jay, what he defined, cost of capital is nothing but the rate of return the firm requires from the investments in order to increase the value of the firm in the marketplace. So cost of capital is nothing but that minimum rate of return the firm requires from investments. So for investors or for for investments, if any company they are taking the money from different sources, that huge amount invest for the purpose of to get the more profits compared to the risk-free rate of return. Likewise, we are that particular company, they are taking some more risk, that based on that risk they need to get the more return. So according to this particular Hampton John definitions, the cost of capital is nothing but the rate of return the firms requires from the investments in order to increase the value of the firm and also in the particular marketplace. Okay, so this is the basic definition regarding to the cost of capital. Cost of capital is that minimum rate of return which is the firm must and is expected to earn on its investment so as to maintain the market value of the shares. So why we study this particular cost of capital chapter means, so every company, they are taking the money from different sources, that is equity shares, debentures, preferential shares, and retail earnings. In different different sources, they are collecting the money from for the purpose of organizational or company development purpose or company establishment purpose. So in what way in financial manager take how much percentage they take the loan from banks, how much percentage they are taking from equity shares shareholders, and how much percentage of uh, amount they are taking from preferential shares. So likewise it is depending upon the investment norms, depending upon the company's company productivity or company profitability. It will be depending upon the mainly depending upon the profit of the particular company. So it is a combination. Cost of capital is nothing but it is a combination of the all the different sources. Using that, we are using that different sources of capital. Then we repaying to each particular for we are taking the we are taking the loan from the debenture holders. Then we pay the interest to particular debentures. Then after we take the amount from preferential shareholders, we giving some dividend. We are taking the amount from the equity shareholders. We give the some dividend. Okay. Likewise, in what way, in which combination giving the more benefit to the particular interest holders or stakeholders. So this is showing in this particular cost of capital chapter. So based on the above definition, there are three basic aspects of the concept of the capital cost of capital. One is cost of capital is not a cost as such. It means, in fact, it is rate of return that the firm requires to earn from the from its projects. So first one is in particular definition we observe three things. That is, one is cost of capital is not a cost as such. It means the particular each company minimum they require to the particular company, it is a minimum minimum amount of rate of return, minimum amount they are earn a particular project. Second one is it is a minimum rate of return. Cost of capital of the firm is the minimum rate of return which is will lead to maintain the market value of the share. So if every year we get the some we are increasing our profits, then automatically our share value also increase. If otherwise we are getting every year we are getting losses doing this business, then automatically our share value or market value also decrease because of we are getting every year we are getting losses in doing that particular business. Third one is it comprises of three components. So it comprises of three components, that is normal rate of return at zero risk level, the premium for the business risk, premium for the finance risk. So it is a combination of three concepts. That is the normal rate of return. So any investors, what they are thinking that if without any risk, if that particular amount, for example, if any for example, any person they want to invest some money in particular company, what they are thinking, they are think that we are getting more rate of return compared to the bank rate. So likewise, they are think and they are get the more return based on that thing. They invest in particular company. Otherwise, what they do, they simply put in some amount in bank, then they get the without risk any without any risk, they will get fixed rate of return that we called as zero risk level. Second one is premium for the business risk. Premium for the business risk means so that particular person is not investing in the bank means he is taking some risk to invest in the that particular money in particular business. So yeah, he is taking some risk to invest in his money in particular business. So that particular purpose he need some more rate of return compared to the bank rate. We call as premium for the business risk. Then after premium for the finance risk. Finance risk is nothing but we pay the interest to the debenture holders. We pay the dividend to the preferential shareholders and equity shareholders. So it is every company it must to be earn some profit, earn some uh, earn some more return. So then only they consider they repay the amount to that particular debenture holders and preferential shareholders and also equity shareholders. So this is the main three things. So this is the main formula main to this is the RO means rate of return, risk-free rate of return. B means business risk. F means finance risk. Based on these three things, we call as cost of capital K. Then why we need this cost of capital? The main importance of the cost of capital is designing the capital structure. Designing the capital structure is means uh, the cost of capital is significant factor. In Saturday's class, I will tell some important questions. Okay, up to this, I conclude. I conclude my session. Okay, I will. We will discuss some important questions and remaining topics in the next week. Okay. Thank you, everyone.